This is the east side of one of the roads that I was hoping to scout today, but just a reminder for myself not to come through this again. This is pretty bad. The road's pretty bad. There isn't a lot of food source here. Didn't see much tracks. So if I do hunt this road again, I'll be coming from the west side. And while I'm here, I guess, and making this video, I guess, we could talk about etiquettes of hunting. I think there's not a lot of folks have etiquettes of hunting. I mean, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're having to or willing to, or in a situation that you're gonna harm somebody over hunting, you shouldn't be out in the woods. Like I've come across a lot of hunters that don't have the same etiquette as I do, and I just let them go. I don't really care. It's not worth killing somebody over it or getting killed over it. When I did my solo hunts, I usually just let people go do whatever they want. I've seen a lot of guys rush behind me and through me on the same road. It doesn't bother me. It's not over. It's not worth it. Yeah, just if you ever find yourself in that situation, if you're like so mad that you're willing to harm somebody, just don't go out hunting, because if you're willing to do that, you just might. And so that just reminds myself, or you and folks out there, it's not worth it. If you're finding yourself in that predicament that you're arguing over a spot, like if I go to an area and somebody is in my spot or in a spot that I like, it's not my spot to begin with. It's public land. I mean, yes, I scouted, but it doesn't mean the same person hasn't done the same homework as I have. It's a different story if somebody is, purposely trolling you and purposely going to your spot because they recognize your car and whatnot, but that's different. But if somebody that doesn't know you and they just happen to be there, like, hey, just let it be. That reminds me another point that I kind of want to get across to, like kiss and tell. Don't kiss and tell. I know I'm showing some of my spots, but the spots that I show are typically spots that I'm not gonna revisit. So this is a area that I'm willing to let a hunter or somebody come by. Maybe they have better luck than I will. It's just because it's not my spot, it doesn't mean it's nobody's spot. There's probably gonna be deer here. They're just not here at my time. And so, yeah, that's the point too. Don't kiss and tell. If you happen to shoot bucks wherever, just don't tell. I mean, I don't. But I know a lot of folks out there are pretty excited to share. And, my coworker and his brother was out on a weekday. I believe it was a Wednesday. He shot a nice buck and tells his brother to, like, hey, meet me out here, there's a lot of bucks. So the younger brother scare the buck, shot one and scare another buck into an area where the buck hadn't come out yet. So when let's just say his name's Danny, Danny gets out there, and that buck was still there and ends up shooting that monster buck. Of course, Danny's brother shows his co-workers and the co-workers asked him where they went. The brother gave him a general area, and much to not surprised, those folks went and shot a bigger buck, a trophy buck. So the moral of the story is have etiquette, don't kiss and tell. So if you kiss and tell, yeah, don't kiss and tell. Yeah, that's another thing too, kind of remind folks too, or even myself too, about sharing your car. Like I'm hopefully I'll get a new rig come a year or two from now. This year I'm not too concerned, but in the future hopefully I'll keep my rig a little secretive or discreet. I want to say his name is Camaron Haines. I used to hunt an area where he hunts, and I did follow Camaron for a little bit back about maybe 10 years ago. Well, a lot of folks recognize his truck, and so they would troll him. They would go where he goes, and so that's another. Yeah, you know, Cameron's a nice guy. I don't know the guy, but he shows his car, he shows his trucks. So I don't know if he still does that. I haven't really watched Camaron Haines video anymore. But a lot of the locals recognize his truck out in the woods, and so those folks ended up hunting his area. I mean, not his area, but areas that he paid guides for and or spent a lot of time scouting. So yeah, try to be discreet. I mean, this is just a video for myself to remind myself to be discreet about my vehicle. I mean, that's the good thing about getting a 4Runner is there's like a couple hundred 4Runners out there. So, and I'll probably keep mine basic. But yeah, not to kiss and tell. Don't have etiquette. And if you find yourself out there in a situation where you're willing to harm somebody, or in a situation somebody was willing to harm you, quit hunting, because we don't need people like that out in the woods. I certainly don't want you out here. But again, thanks for joining my journey. I'm still re-educating myself, reminding myself a lot of these things I forget. Just your casual hunters, you forget. So I didn't find any area that I'm gonna hike in today. So this is most people would say it's a waste of time, but it's not. It's a part of learning. You came out here, you learned that it's not an area to come back. But I'm not ending my day. It's only 11:20. I'm gonna head back to the main road and head to another spot. Hopefully I'll see more deer in that area. So this is complete opposite of where I've scouted my area. I thought it'd be a lot better, but for some reason it's not. It's not to say that the deer where I scouted last week is 20 miles from this side. So that is not to say that the deer don't migrate this way come hunting season. So who knows, the deer might come this way when it's hunting season. So, but nonetheless, just reminding myself, and if you're new to hunting, to have etiquette. It's not worth it. And don't kiss and tell. Definitely don't kiss and tell, and be discreet. So thank you again.